Hey everybody, welcome to another pitch meeting reaction video. This is going to be a combination of a pitch meeting and a review of my spoiler review for Pokemon's Detective Pikachu. The first part of the video will be my reaction to the pitch meeting's Detective Pikachu, and after that cut it off where I'll let you know when I'll give my little review on the movie. I wanted to do a non-spoiler, but I figure since I'm doing the pitch meeting reaction, I might as well just throw in my initial review. So there will be spoilers in not only the reaction of the pitch meeting, but also in my review as well. I'll get a little bit more depth and even how I felt. I hope you all enjoy. Don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. It will really help me out, and I really appreciate it. And a link will be in the description down below for Screen Rant's original pitch meeting. Go support them. They are great. They are hilarious with Ryan, what he does. But out of the way, let's dive right into this pitch meeting.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. 2016, baby. What? 2016, my man, 2016. Why do you keep saying the current year? Because it's the best year there's ever been. I don't know about that. And it's the inspiration for the movie I'm about to pitch you. Oh, how's that? Well, what was a surprise massive hit movie this year? I guess Deadpool? Exactly. And what was like the biggest mobile game of the year? Pokemon Go. That's right. So I figure we could, Oh, yeah. You want to hold hands? What? No. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. I'm talking about doing a Pikachu movie starring Ryan Reynolds, basically doing a toned-down version of Deadpool. Oh, yeah, that sounds like it would make a lot of money. So how do we approach this? Well, what's the first thing that pops into your head when you think of Pikachu? I don't know. He shoots lightning. He solves crimes. That's right. But that doesn't come to mind at all. No, well, it should. There's an averagely reviewed video game called Detective Pikachu on Nintendo 3DS. Oh, when did that come out? When do you think? 2016? 2016. Yeah, I thought so. So what would happen in the movie? We're gonna get to see some Pokeballs get thrown around. Oh, you're darn right we will. Amazing. Once, briefly, at the beginning. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. The movie with Mewtwo escaping from a lab and making a car crash. Okay. And then we're gonna meet this guy Tim with a dead-end job and a dead mom who finds out his dad's dead. Oh my god, that sounds so dark. Oh, it will be. The first 20 minutes are gonna be very depressing for the most part. Jeez. So anyway, Tim has to go to Rhyme City, which is this place where Pokemon and humans coexist peacefully. Very cool. And when he goes to his dad's mailbox, he meets this reporter, Lucy Stevens. And what's her deal? Well, she's looking into his father's death, and if we could get the actress to be like super bubbly and over the top, that'd be great. Oh, she was good. I really enjoyed it. The tone we've been working with. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna feel like she's acting in a different movie. I mean, okay. So in his dad's apartment, he runs into a little Pikachu with a detective hat and amnesia and a coffee addiction. Oh, addictions are tight. No, they're not. Coffee and chocolate are the only socially acceptable ones. That's fair. Anyway, somehow Tim can hear this Pikachu talk, and let me tell you something, he sounds a whole lot like Deadpool. Money. And they find these mysterious vials of purple gas that makes Pokemon go crazy that have these R's on them. Oh, Team Rocket? No, shut up. Okay. And so Pikachu is Tim's dad's partner, and he thinks he's still alive. Oh, interesting. So Tim and Pikachu are gonna try to solve this case, by visiting all these different Pokemon products. Nice. Sorry, did I say products? I meant characters. No, I liked it the first way. Oh, okay. So anyway, they're gonna meet this Mr. Mime product that mimes everything he does, but he actually makes the things he's miming. Oh, very cool. And so they're gonna mime dousing him in gasoline. Oh, very dark. And then they actually mime lighting him on fire. Oh my god. Anyway, so moving on. Wait, did they actually kill the Mr. Mime? I don't know. Unclear. Anyway, we're also gonna meet this guy, Howard Clifford, who founded Rhyme City. Oh, and what's his deal? Well, he's in a wheelchair, and he's always talking about how Pokemons can evolve, but humans can't. Oh, so he's the bad guy? No. Seems pretty obvious that he is, though. Yeah. He's not. But he probably is, though. And we're also gonna learn more about Mewtwo. Like, apparently he caused that car crash to save Tim's dad. Oh, okay. And we're gonna learn that with his psychic powers, he can transfer a human's consciousness into a Pokemon. Oh, so Pikachu is actually Tim's dad? What? No. I mean, oh, and also we're gonna see Tim's dad a bunch of times, but we're never gonna see his face. So his dad is actually Ryan Reynolds. You sound insane right now. What? I don't think these twists you're setting up are gonna be as twisty as you think they're gonna be. I don't know what you're talking about. So what else happens? Well, we're gonna have this scene with these giant Torterras walking around. It's gonna be like an Inception type thing. It's probably gonna be pretty expensive. Oh yeah, that does sound expensive. And what's the point of that scene? It's so Pikachu can get a little bonk on the head and no other reason. I guess that's worth the money. Yeah, so then Mewtwo shows up to help, but he gets captured by Howard's evil son. Uh-oh. And then we're gonna find out that Howard himself was evil this whole time. No, yeah, I know. And he wants to transfer everybody's minds into Pokemon. Yeah. Why? Because that works. And
Yeah,
his
it wasn't
office
really
at the top of
clear.
the skyscraper, he puts on this little headband thing that lets him control Mewtwo. So Tim is like, you know, oh man, yeah, it's gonna be impossible to stop him when he's controlling a powerful Pokemon like Mewtwo. Actually, it's gonna be super easy,
barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, he flies off as Mewtwo, but he leaves Tim in the room with his vulnerable body still wearing the unsecured headset.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty irresponsible.
Yeah.
He does leave Tim with a Ditto to fight, though. Oh, a Ditto, huh? Yeah, it's gonna be this twist. See, you think that Howard's son is evil, but it was actually a Ditto taking his place the whole time. Oh, a Ditto can take the form of a human. What's that gonna look like? Oh, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna look kind of like this. Oh my god, oh, it is? Oh, yeah, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate that. Oh, my bad. That's just what I look like with my glasses off. Oh,
what?
Okay, what happens next? Well, Howard needs Pokemon to, like, go crazy
Looks
before
like
he can do
this.
the consciousness transfer, so he needs to use that purple gas on everybody. Okay. And I don't know why, but I have this amazing image in my head of him maybe using parade floats as a way to disperse the gas. I think you might have that image in your head, because that's exactly what happened in Batman back in the day. Oh, whoopsie. Anyways,
okay, yeah.
The headband thing off of Howard so he doesn't control Mewtwo anymore. Well, good. But then Pikachu falls from the height of a skyscraper, and somehow Tim gets down there just as fast, but in a safe way. Oh, wow, that building must have crazy elevators. Yeah, probably. And then we're gonna learn that Pikachu was Tim's dad the whole time. Right. Didn't see that coming,
that
did
is
ya?
true.
No, yeah, he spelled it out quite a bit. Very twisty. And then at the end, we're gonna see that it's Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. So, well, it sounds like it'll probably make a lot of money. Yeah, you think? Yeah, I mean, you took two of the biggest money makers of 2016 and smashed them together. I did. I wonder if there's another money-making strategy we could use to take this whole thing to the next level.
Wait. Detective Pikachu may launch a Pokemon cinematic universe. I wouldn't say so much of a cinematic universe. I would say I just hope that they go the route of, like, just making an actual Pokemon adventure with the character, like Red, you know, like, not Ash, no, Red. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how he pointed out, saying that it was kind of like, as if for Ryan, he was just pointing out how, like, it's kind of obvious that, the little things of, like, how Ryan Reynolds is actually the dad, how he actually wasn't dead, I don't know, little things like that. But the pitch movie was funny, pointing out just all the little things in it, asking about if the Mr. Mime is actually dead or not. Right? Like, that puts it into question, because right after that scene where they mimed, like, setting Mr. Mime on fire, they didn't show Mr. Mime after that. They just went to the next scene. I don't know, like, yeah, that was funny. I don't know. Like, I really want to get in depth with my review right now. That was good. I really enjoyed it, though. That was really good. Hope you all enjoyed my reaction to this pitch meeting. Like I mentioned before, link will be in the description down below for the original video. And that out of the way, we'll get right to my little review. I'll try not to keep it as long, but I'll just talk about it real quick, and let's get started with my review. I know I kept the pitch meeting kind of, my thoughts afterwards kind of short. That's because, like, I'm probably going to toss in a little bit of the pitch meeting, my thoughts of the pitch meeting into my review. Don't want to keep the video too long. But with my review, I wanted to get it started where, like, the movie's tone starts off with Tim, and he lives in, I don't remember them saying what town he lived in, where he was away from Rhyme City. That's where his father was at. And he's in a town, he's talking with one of his friends, and his friend tries to convince him to go capture a Pokemon, saying that, like, everybody needs a Pokemon partner, like, everyone has one already, but Tim never got one, and he convinces him to go try to capture a Cubone. And for me as a fan, I kind of actually liked it. The first Pokemon that they showed, ideally, you know, was a Cubone. They showed a few others, but, like, you know, like, it was like the camera, like, spamming through, like, the town or, like, the forest and everything. But, like, the one that was really there was a Cubone, and that's the one they really started with, which I kind of liked. Tim, unfortunately, didn't really get the chance to capture the Cubone. Understandable, because the whole plot thing with Pikachu. The tone for Tim, like, it was kind of interesting, because I feel like everyone else was like their own ideal kind of character, I guess you could say. Like, we had the police officers, we had like Tim's friend who was kind of a douche, and then we have like the reporter, we have the reporter Lucy that pops up, and you know, of course we have the villains and everything, but Tim feels like almost like a normal, he's like a normal guy. Like, I feel like Tim's character portrayal is like he's literally like a normal person living in a Pokemon world. Lucy is a very bubbly, like, kind of character, kind of bringing a different tone from the beginning compared to the beginning of the movie, where Tim is kind of depressed, a loner, but like Lucy brings a different vibe, and then Lucy has a Psyduck, you know, and immediately kind of makes me think of like kind of like Misty from Pokemon, you know, how she had a Psyduck. But right away, Lucy was kind of, yeah, she was a funny little character that they brought in, that they introduced, and they keep her in throughout the rest of the film. Tim had this kind of resentment for his dad because his dad wasn't never around, and he felt like his dad never cared because he never showed, or he just never showed interest of wanting to be around. Which already, that I feel like that could be relatable to some people, or and even that kind of part kind of. It happens in real life. Like, there are some people where they feel resentment to a parent who is hardly around, but because they're so focused on work. Yeah. Vile R, yeah. Part of me did think of a little bit of Team Rocket. Like, what were the consequences of it being called Vile R, or like whatever? Yeah. How, yeah, in the pitch meeting, it's like, oh, Team Rocket? And it's like, shut up about that. You know, like, that was funny. I don't know about that Vile R stuff. It's pretty intense, pretty extreme. I honestly thought at first that Vile R stuff, when Tim finds it and he pops it open and it's shooting out all the smoke in his face and he accidentally breathes it in, Tim right away believes that smoke caused him to understand Pikachu. But I feel like it really wasn't, and I'll get more depth into that. But as the movie continues, him and Pikachu, when he finds Pikachu, of course he freaks out. Little incident with Apoms, because the Apoms also breathed in that smoke, and as the picture me pointed out, if any other Pokemon breathes in that Vile R smoke of the Vile, they go nuts. They attack people, they act all wild. Rhyme City was designed to be like not so common for the rest of the Pokemon world, where, you know, you capture Pokemon, you make them battle against each other, you battle gyms and everything, try to become a Pokemon master. Rhyme City was completely different. Rhyme City was a city where people could live in peace and harmony with their Pokemon partner. You know, I don't even recall them ever showing a Pokeball after the beginning, because everyone's partnered Pokemon that is with everybody, their Pokemon is out and about with them. You know, and yeah, it's like everyone. It looks like in Rhyme City, everyone has like one Pokemon. Because for those of you that don't know, I doubt you don't know, but in Pokemon, the limited amount of Pokemon you can carry with you at a time is 6, and you carry them in your Pokeballs. But in Rhyme City, I'm guessing the whole thing with like not capturing Pokemon, not doing the whole battles and all that. Rhyme City is supposed to be paradise for living, where people with humans and Pokemon could live together in harmony. That there was no Pokeballs, there was no battles. It was just people coexisting with Pokemon, where they have like their Pokemon as their partner, their friend, you know, and they work together, they live together, you know, as if like that's their one Pokemon that they have, which was interesting. It's kind of, yeah, it was a little that idea was a little different. Pokemon battles, there were some, and like, but they were underground because they were illegal. So that was kind of interesting. That was an interesting concept of going the route with that, which I kind of liked. Howard Clifford, one of the main people who got involved with building Rhyme City for it being a paradise for people and like for humans and Pokemon. Ryan in the pitch room pointed out, saying that like he felt like it was kind of obvious that he was the villain. Part of me didn't. Like, I don't know. I guess it kind of flew by me a little bit. Like, yeah, him being him. I guess I found out he had cancer or something, which is why he's in a wheelchair. But him saying that like how Pokemon can evolve but humans can't, and saying, like, Ryan pointed out in the pitch meeting, saying that, like, oh, so he's the villain then, you know, like, for me, I'm like, I didn't catch that. I guess I didn't see it that obvious. I don't know. Because, like, they portrayed Howard's son very well in the beginning for him to be the villain, just because of the way he was acting, you know. But it was just funny. Tim's dad he's the detective, you know, that he was hired to capture Mewtwo for this facility, for these experiments and everything. And they had Mewtwo. So, for me, that begs the question, how the hell does Tim Dad capture the most powerful Pokemon, Mewtwo? The only way I could see him capturing Mewtwo was unless he made a deal with Mewtwo or something, saying that he needed Mewtwo's help to try to stop these people, you know, from this city, like humans and people, or humans and Pokemon live in harmony with each other, that not all humans are bad. And so that's the only way I could see it. That's the only way I could see it, is that Tim's dad, aka Ryan Reynolds, convinced Mewtwo to help him, you know, to help him stop these people from doing these experiments on Pokemon, that, like, not all humans are bad, and he wants to prove it to him. That's the only way I can see it. I can't see Tim's dad and his Pikachu capturing Mewtwo. It's hard to picture at all, because they never really clarified how he captured Mewtwo. Not unless he found Mewtwo and he told them where he found him. You know, that's the only other explanation I can think of. Either he made a deal with Mewtwo, or he told them where Mewtwo's location was at. It's funny, in the pitch meeting pointed out, like, the only reason why they wanted to bring in the Giant Torteros was because to have Pikachu get hurt, you know. It's kind of funny and kind of true if you think about it, if you've seen the movie. Lucy Psyduck, I honestly thought at this point where Lucy and her Psyduck and Tim and Pikachu, they were getting chased after by these experimental Greninja that Howard's son released remotely while they're on their way to the facility. That I honestly thought Lucy Psyduck was gonna, like, because they're getting chased, Greninjas are attacking them. Pikachu was worried that Psyduck's, because they point out Psyduck has such a bad, gets to a point where if his headache gets so bad, it could even hurt them or just everyone around them, you know, the psychic powers or whatever. But eventually it happens, but, you know, it sends the Greninja flying away from them. Part of me kind of wanted Lucy Psyduck to evolve into a Golduck and to help fight against the Greninja, which would have been pretty cool. But at the same time, Psyduck was growing on me, and I didn't want that to happen. Pikachu, aka Ryan Reynolds, is wandering around on the side of the road, miserable, and he's sad and kind of, I guess you say, crying a little bit, and he's singing the Pokemon theme song. Tim is dealing with a Ditto, an experimental Ditto that was in disguise as Howard's son, and this one other chick that was like a driver for Howard, and but when it was in the form of Howard's son, he was wearing shades to cover his eyes, so people won't want to notice his eyes that he was actually a Ditto. It looked so creepy. Like, even the pitch meeting is like, oh my god, I don't like that at all. Mewtwo reveals that, as they did in the pitch meeting, that Pikachu was Tim's dad all along. That in the accident, he shows him in a memory that Tim's dad was so badly hurt in the car crash that he hid, and to protect Tim's dad, aka Ryan Reynolds, that they hid him inside Pikachu to protect him. But in the process, had to wipe his memory clean just in case. I don't know why they really had to wipe his memory. Either that, he just simply forgot because of the accident. But eventually, yeah, released him, and then finally at the end of the movie, we get the big reveal. Ryan Reynolds is Tim's dad. Part of me didn't see that coming a little bit until like more than halfway through the movie, that I started kind of guessing. I was like, is Pikachu by chance gonna be Tim's dad, you know, Ryan Reynolds? Because throughout the movie, there's spots with the gas being released, and Pikachu at times either he never breathed it in, or it just didn't affect him. And I'm guessing it didn't affect him because there was already a human inside him. And then back to the part where I said where Tim when he breathed in the gas, I feel like in the beginning when Tim breathed in the gas, and Tim believed that since he breathed in the gas, it gave him the ability to understand Pikachu, like the first Pokemon he would interact with. I don't think that's true, or they never really explained it, but I feel like Tim was able to understand Tim was able to understand Pikachu thanks to Mewtwo. I feel like Mewtwo did a little side trick with his telepathic abilities to where Tim was able to understand that Pikachu because his father was inside him. Or it could be the power of love or whatever, father and son, I don't know. The movie was good. I really enjoyed it. It was a very well-rounded, put together movie, and with a lot of mystery involved and mystery solving. I really enjoyed it. I feel like my favorite part had to be the underground battle, battling, where it first started off. It showed a Blastoise fighting against a Gengar, and the Blastoise lost to the Gengar, which I know my little brother liked because my little brother loves Gengar. It was cool. It was really cool seeing this underground concept, of Pokemon battles. And then Pikachu fighting against Charizard, but Pikachu not realizing that not only does he have amnesia, but he forgot how to do his attacks, like his power attacks. But just the underground concept alone was pretty cool. And then to the point, I forgot to mention, a Gyarados made an appearance, and it was huge. I don't really have a least favorite part I can think of. Probably just the Ditto. The Ditto was so creepy as a human, honestly. Just the eyes, it was just, I know in the cartoon, like, when it looked like that, it was kind of funny. But seeing a real, like, live version of that it was creepy. Villain, Howard, I don't know. I feel like they could have got more depth with him to make him more understandable. I feel like that was just too quick and forced upon because the movie was more dealt with the roles of like the mystery of Tim's dad. My favorite Pokemon that I saw throughout the whole movie, I feel like my favorite one had to be Snorlax. Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon. I just love Snorlax because I don't know, I like him. Seeing Snorlax, he was asleep in the middle of the street and there was a Machamp directing traffic around him. I thought that was funny. It was cool. Part of me kind of hoped that they would show more little things just on the side of Snorlax. As far as I know, I didn't catch. If there was, please let me know in the comments. The Pokemon I wish we could have saw, I wish they would have shown like an Onix or a Scyther, because those are some of my favorite Pokemon right there. And I thought that would have been pretty cool, especially on Onix. Imagine how huge it would have been. But the concept of the movie of it mainly being in Rhyme City, kind of hard to picture Onix wandering about in the city without possibly destroying like the sidewalk or anything. I don't think they'll make a sequel of Detective Pikachu. I don't think they will, because the concept of it was that Tim's dad was in Pikachu and he was able to understand him that way. But it's not happening anymore, so I don't think there'll be a second one. I don't think they will. But obviously, as they pointed out in the pitch meeting at the end, that the Detective Pikachu is going to lead to a Pokemon cinematic universe. I don't want to say cinematic universe, but that's what they said in the pitch meeting. But I do believe that they are going to make another live-action Pokemon movie where it's going to be like an Adventures of like Red, not Ash. No, not a fan of Ash. Just not a fan. Just do it with Red, the original Pokemon trainer designed for Pokemon. Even if you don't name him Red, as long as he looks red, don't name him Ash. Sorry if those Ash Ketchum fans out there. But yeah, they are gonna. Yeah, I heard that the movie was already gonna be doing so well that they were gonna make like a based off like the series concept, like just like from the video games, show and everything, of a Pokemon trainer traveling the world to become the best Pokemon trainer. I heard that they're going to most likely do Gen 1 as the first one, where it's going to be Generation 1 Pokemon of Kanto, which is cool. That one I'm totally looking forward to, because I don't know, I lost interest in just playing Pokemon as the shows too, because it's complicated. I don't want to dive into that right now, but I can't wait to see what they lead on with this. I personally enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I highly recommend you all go check it out. Like, if you're a Pokemon fan, I think you will all enjoy this. If you are new to this concept of the series, I recommend you do some of your studies on this, because they don't get too depth in explaining it too much of what Pokemon are and everything, because they feel like they clearly felt like the director and the people that made the movie, people know what Pokemon are already, you know, so that's why they just rolled with it. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it 100%. That's all that comes to mind right now for what I want to say for my spoiler review. Hope you all enjoy my reaction to the pitch meeting and my spoiler review. I apologize again that I didn't really give an initiative thoughts after the pitch meeting. I kind of want to do a review right after it, so just to put two and two together and make it a little easier that way, I guess. But hope you all enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Until the next movie review or pitch meeting I do. Hope you all have a wonderful day and stay true, and I will be too. Bye, everybody.